There is a long history of Walshes here over the, 300, 350 years. I'm the 7th generation. My son Brendan will be the next generation.
We all are quite aware of the nitrates issues, environmental issues, and they've kind of all come to the fore.
At the moment we're making 150 cows. All the hard decisions are made with two heads rather than one. You need someone beside you and work together to move the next step. We would have disagreements over certain things, but as regards to sustainability, I think we're going the same direction.
It's very important that we deal with the emissions at every part of the supply chain. With the abolishing of the quotas in Europe, Dairygold used that opportunity to invest in more efficient, more sustainable plant and equipment. Ultimately, we're taking 60% less water out of the ground, so it amounts to 275 million litres less water abstracted.
I come from the country myself. Sustainability at the end of the day starts at home. We have made significant changes here in the wastewater plant. We have put in new variable speed drives on our motors. They reduced our electrical load significantly.
Our evaporators that we've installed are MVR, mechanical vapour recompression, and the dryers are multi-stage dryers, which means they're more efficient than single stage. That amounts to 3,140 tonnes of CO2, less being emitted than would otherwise have been the case with the older technology.
We have an anaerobic digester here on site where we reduce the loading of the waste that we get. We call it a biogas plant because at the end of the day it's an energy plant producing biogas energy, which goes back to production to process the milk again.
We were previously in a monitor farm for Dairygold. Then the opportunity came to be a signpost farmer.
Some of the things that we've implemented on the farm over the last couple of years, probably one of the biggest ones is low emission slurry spreading. We're also spreading protected urea, which reduces ammonia and nitrous oxide emissions. But we're also reducing in total the chemical nitrogen that we're spreading through clover.
Clover fixes nitrogen, so it doesn't need the artificial nitrogen. It needs a small bit in the spring, but once you come to middle of May onwards, the clover will do its job. And we've tried it now for 2 years and we're very impressed with it.
We reduced our chemical nitrogen application by 40 kilos per hectare, and we had a total chemical nitrogen application of 165 kilos per hectare. So we've been dropping that for the last 3 years.
It's very positive to be involved in this, to be working in Dairygold and in an industry that's doing its bit. Driving the numbers is something we were always good at because of cost, but doing it now also for sustainability reasons, it's part of our DNA.
We must respect the food that comes in, the milk from the farmer, but we also must respect the environment that we're in and treat it fairly.
I wouldn't see myself as better than any other farmer. I'm just trying these things. I just want to be there to try them and say, right, this has worked.